name is Berry, and today we're going to be watching your love confessions. I did a love confession stream a while ago. It turned out just as well as you might have think it did. But today we're going to see the love confessions from YouTube side. Let's see what's going on.
What's up? On my community post, I asked for y'all love confessions.
Ooh.
Asking y'all to give me the craziest thing you or your friend have ever done to your boyfriend, girlfriend, or crush. Because...
Guys, I'm not a furry, but I thought this horse was really hot. He had like masculine energy. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I'm nosy and I got nothing else better to do. And cause sometimes some people land in unfortunate situations with their POI. Some of you just got tangled up into a crazy situation, and then some of y'all just have Riz on the negative. There's no other way of saying it. Not that I'm judging. Well, I am actually. But think of it as criticism. And I know I don't got the audience with the most game. I mean, you're watching me after all. I don't be pulling all the time neither. Nigga, we know.
Who said that?
Which is why I'm the perfect person to give y'all love advice while responding to these confessions. I think we all know we're about to get in.
I've never seen Inside Out. I think I'd rather just live my crazy life without thinking about what's going on inside my head.
So let's just...
Oh, and by the way, it's nothing. There's nothing going on up there.
I'm from Trinidad. It's dangerous and hot. And a girl I really liked lived in a bad area and told me to come over and see her. So I went. And when I got there, I saw 4 men waiting outside. It's when I noticed. It was a honey trap. And when I was about to turn, I heard the girl call my name and said, "It's okay, it's just family." But my common sense finally turned on, and I ran home. My bro, you were about to get jumped.
I love this
that
video.
girl was most likely bait for those dudes to run your pockets, your social security, everything. Them dudes were gonna leave you butt booty naked with nothing but your shacks on, bro. You made the right move. Unless those dudes were actually her family, then shoot, you missed out, bro.
Yeah, maybe they were gonna like make a meal or something and you could hang out, and then maybe everybody would go to Disney World together and ride unicorns. That would have been awesome.
One time my friend asked out the school thought and she said yes.
What do you mean school T-word? There's designated school T-words? I was the DeviantArt loser. I don't know about all this.
Skip to 3 miles later, and I was at his place with a friend playing Warhammer 40K when there was a knock on the door, and his mom answered it, and it was the girlfriend. She looks up at her and said,
"I just got tested and I have gonorrhea."
Oh! Well, then you're gonna have to go. Goodbye.
And I might have passed it on to your son.
Oh!
His mom was pissed. So she ran into his room, slams the door open, and yells,
"Pack your little game away. You're getting tested for gonorrhea."
He looked up at us saying, I think you guys might want to pack away your armies and leave. So we quietly packed up and left. The next week at school, he came up to us saying, I got tested and it came back possible.
No! That's the one test you don't want to pass! Please, I would have been praying to fail. Yeah, he's got a status effect.
That was 3 years ago, and we never looked at him the same after that. Possible. What the f does that mean? I'm assuming he meant positive. Word of advice, don't date the school thought. Or at least not for 3 months.
Love that.
Damn,
Go on.
He did that to himself. I used to stalk my crush's mom's Facebook account.
Whoa. Oh, of her to screenshot. Oh, I thought he was in love with the mom.
To get photos of her to screenshot. You see this, guys? People like this be the type to stalk their crush to find out the things they like to get closer and relate to them, only to still get curved. You know who else low-key be doing this? Corporations. Did you know data brokers be collecting your personal info on that?
Actually, W ad plug. That was insanely good.
Apps you use and sell it to companies? For those companies to send you ads dedicated to your own person.
They can open doors now? Okay, I went to one of these safaris a long time ago when I was a kid, and my parents had a truck, and we all hid in the back of the truck. Don't do this, by the way. Underneath of like a blanket, so they didn't know we were back there. And then when the safari started, we were all out in the back of the truck, and an ostrich started chasing us, and we screamed. We screamed so loud, we went back in, and they wouldn't let us back in.
No interest. Why do you think you keep getting Temu ads on IG recommending you something you searched for on Google yesterday? Sorry to say, but you've been compromised. That is why this video is sponsored by Incogni. Incogni helps you to remove any unwanted personal info of you online.
What about my internet history?
From possible dangers of hackers, identity thieves, And this guy, like, check this out. My
Yeah,
info
save me
was
from
found
that
on
guy, please.
FloridaResidenceDirectory.com.
He's from Florida too? Guys, why is everybody... These are the U.S. spawns. Florida, Texas, California.
I don't even live in Florida. What's
Oh.
it
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
doing over there? They also found my info on privatenumberchecker.com, a website where you can type a phone number, and with just that, you can find out someone's name, address, relatives, and criminal background. So that's terrifying. But lucky for me, Incogni got my back, because they removed my data from those sites like that. And I barely had to do anything. After
don't know how to
creating my
snap.
account, all I had to do is enter any email address I used to surf the web, then Incogni does the rest for me. It was that easy. So unless you like people knowing the most private details about yourself, then I can't recommend anything better than this. And you can go to incogni.com/degenerocity and use my code to get an exclusive 60% off.
I repeat, go to incogni.com/degenerocity and use my code to get 60% off.
Patty melt, please.
That's 10 more than 50. Click the link below and sign up for Incogni to take your personal data off the market. Thank you, Incogni, for sponsoring this video. And now let's return back.
Wait, what was that meme with Venom a long time ago where they were like, Venom's 9-inch jump or something? I can't remember. That was a wild time.
Back to your wholesome confessions. I forgave my ex-girlfriend for smoking meth
19
and getting
inches,
it from
sorry.
a guy she met on
Whoa!
Tinder. This was my first girlfriend, and I didn't really have boundaries, so when she told me she had Tinder to make friends, I thought not much of it.
No. That's not for friends. You know where girls make friends? One, in the bathroom. That's why we always go in pairs, because it's easier to make social links when you have somebody with you to wingman friendships. And dress to impress.
But thinking back at it, what a fucking hoe! Anyways, she called me one morning after smoking the Walter White a day prior. I was mad, not mostly because she smoked the blue stuff, because she didn't tell me she was meeting up with this dealer and met up in his car, and he gave her cheap and free the F? The
What?
F indeed. Who's her dealer? I'm trying to find a new plug. Also would have been open to trying, especially at that time, but honestly, really glad she didn't tell me before smoking it.
Not even once. It's not worth it. You never know what could happen, okay? There's two things you don't do once. Meth and League of Legends.
Psst, you missing out, bro. This stuff's so good, I haven't seen my family in 5 years. Anyways, we stayed together for a couple months after that. She blocked the dealer, or so she said. In the end, she left me for another guy. Man, I feel bad that was your first
good
girlfriend, bro.
though.
And reading this story kind of made me realize something. I know this is not a popular opinion to have, or really that socially acceptable opinion to have, but I have to say this. I have to get this off my chest. You guys, I don't
Yummers.
think meth is good for you.
Hey! You've offended every Floridian watching this video. Take that back!
Did you just say that? You take that back. Now calm down. You take that back. There's this girl I've been going out with for about 7 months, and things have been going great for a while. One day, granted out of the blue, she wanted to get down and dirty. I didn't know if I was ready for that, and we were just in high school at the time. I asked my homie for help, and bro's first response was, where she live? I kid.
Oh my god, he's about to do the IRL tutorial first.
You not, my naive ass thought he was gonna smack a bitch, but I also ended up giving her address to him anyway. 2 hours after school ended, and I didn't get a response from both of them, so I got a bit worried. I ended up walking up to her house and found them both literally getting dirty in the bathroom. Dog, I got played so hard, I ended the relationship right then and there, and school's been real quiet until I graduated.
Wait, how were they getting dirty in the bathroom? I thought that's where you got clean. Weird.
My condolences go out to you, bro. You lost your homie and your girl all on the same day. You know, that must have been a very tough thing to go through. But the one thing I can't get out of my head is that you're just gonna let your homie go to your girl's house and smack her? That's what you guys got going on over there?
Yeah, wait, does that mean he was okay with that? He's like, yeah, you know what? The smacking, okay. Doing my girlfriend? We only support women's wrongs here, okay, buddy? Do what you were coming here to do.
Let your homie smack some sense into your girls? I'm on my way. I faked being gay for 2 years to get close to a girl, and it low-key worked. But the crazy thing is, once we were no longer together, I found out she was really the gay one. You see, I don't understand your plan here. You know, I don't
either.
understand the fake being gay playing. Because when you fake being gay to get close to a girl, when the time you want to confess, how you gonna go on about it? Like,
I don't know, like, because then you're kind of like, I don't know, there's like what is it called whenever friend zone. So he was like gay zoned? I don't know. The only other zone I know is auto zone. I'm kind of out.
for 2 years, you've been best friends with this person, and then one day you guys have a conversation out of the blue, you say, yo, I got something to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
I don't get how that would work.
Can I fuck? You think she got...
I don't know what the success rate on that is. That's like at least like a pretty risky start, okay? If life was a roguelike, you would have already been screwed. I don't even know what items you could pick up on the way to hell.
I'd be like, oh, woe's me. This pussy leaking. Nah, bro, she gonna think you weird, bro. She gonna think you weird. You're a weirdo. And you deserve that. Don't lie about stuff like that to get...
Oh my god! Stupid! Thank you! Can we get a great V in the chat? Thank you for the prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that would never work. I agree.
Bro, she gonna think you weird. You're a weirdo. And you deserve that. Don't lie about stuff like that to get a girl, bro.
Yeah.
You lie about your name, your job, your...
Oh, no, don't do that either! I mean, unless you have Incogni. Then you can get away with it.
family, your social security, you know, all that kind of stuff. But don't lie about your sexuality, bro. That's just a turnoff. I used to like this boy, but then somebody told me he didn't brush his teeth for like 4 years.
Oh, guys, come on. I know it takes the strength of God to get you up to brush your teeth the second time, but the first time should be easy, okay? When you wake up, who wants to taste all that crap in their mouth anyway? Like that, I don't understand how you could live like that. That's just a debuff.
And it made me disgusted. And when I took a good look, I saw his teeth was golden. Golden.
Golden Freddy.
I was disgusted. I threw up and I never talked to him again. I just thought that was funny. Back when I used to live in New Jersey, I had a lot of friends.
Uh-oh.
Many of them tried to hit on the same girl, and she wasn't interested in any of them. She was interested in me.
Oh, dang. Giga Chad.
However, my brain was like my nuts, small and insignificant.
Oh, no. Guys, it's okay if you have small nuts, okay? You just have to find the nutcracker who fits you, okay? Eventually, it'll be all right.
So I just thought she wanted to be friends. Thankfully, we did become friends. But after 5th grade, I had to move. And I've realized all of this recently. And I can promise you that love is a side quest keeping you away from the meaning of life. This man like 10 years old, and he already got life figured out more than half of y'all watching. My son, I'll tell you what the meaning of life really is. Guacamole, guacamole, put guacamole on everything, guacamole. One of my classmates in 11th grade had a crush on this girl from our class next door. Instead of going up to her, he turned her into an AI bot on one of those AI websites.
Do not do this. Guys, I feel like this is where I have to admit, one person here, you've been caught. I found the AI bot you made of me. I found it. And it's kind of random. It's about feeding me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I don't know who did that. And I don't need a mommy.
And got freaky with the bot so he could learn more about her and approach her in real life. It sounds like he don't even need the girl anymore. He made her. He made her in his image. He like Adam and Eve. But the classmate probably looked like he from Wall-E. So maybe not 1 and 1 the same. When I was in 9th grade, I was at this house with my crush and a bunch of her friends. And I ain't really know them that well at the time. We were just...
That's why I bring my phone with Uma Musume and just sit in the corner and train Haru Urara and not pay attention to anybody else. Maybe this is why I have no friends in my area.
just chilling in a room, listening to music and playing PlayStation. The thing is, you know, I had a crush on this girl, and I had it bad for her. So I waited for the right opportunity to tell her how I felt. I was freaking petrified, bro. I was shook and was scared of what she was gonna say. She smiled at me and I asked her if she had the same feelings for me. I mean, the least she can say is no. She told me she'll let me know later. That means no. So
yeah, wait, that's like, hey mom, can I go to a friend's house? I don't know, maybe. As soon as I heard my mom say the maybe, I was like, I'm not going to my friend's house, am I?
After about 2 hours of just talking, one of her friends came up to me and said that she wanted to meet me in the guest room. I followed bro into the room and she was there with another one of her friends. I remember her saying,
You sure you like me? For real? Or you just playing?
Told her I had legit feelings for her. She held my hands and told me to close my eyes for a kiss.
Please do not put your booty hole on that man's lips.
I was geeked at the time, so I didn't think much of it. So I closed my eyes and had my lips out for a kiss. I can already tell where this is gonna end, bro. There's gonna be a dog's booty hole in his face when he opens up his eyes, bro. I know. And I felt her lips touch mine. But I heard my crush and her friend laughing. So I opened up my eyes and I see the same dude who had followed them.
How did they set up an IRL, like, yaoi moment? Why did they do that?
Separated myself from bro and I dipped out of that room. Nobody in that room never told anyone. I think this is the only time this moment was told publicly.
They watched way too much Naruto Sasuke early 2008 AMV They Kiss in the Classroom as stuff. How did they make that happen? That is so weird.
To anyone. Nah, they're definitely laughing
is
about that in their little
horrible.
friend groups. They just haven't spread it around the school. They're villains, not
Yeah.
monsters. I never
Evil.
talked to that girl or her friends again. Except that one guy I played with on our game. We still cool. Oh,
Aw, okay, wait, he still got friends out of that.
word? You're a bigger man than me. Because if someone did something like that to me,
Yeah.
it's gonna be on for life. I mean, I'm not gonna fight them or anything. That's scary. I'm just
Guys, I have a take. A lot of you are gonna be mad at me. I don't care, and I'm willing to risk it all. Lying is bad. I know.
gonna be silently in the corner waiting for their downfall. That's just as effective, trust me. But
Jinx, thank you for 2 months. Thank you.
Sup, Berry?
Sup?
Just got back from seeing Superman.
Oh, wait, you liked it?
a lot pre-plays.
I'm gonna see it soon. You liked it? Oh, ho, ho, ho. That made me feel a little excited. Woohoo! I'm happy you didn't see Jurassic Park because that was awful. That was Jurassic Park.
you said you fine now, so I'm glad you moved on from that, bro. She was obviously not a good person for you. Her homie is. Get with him. I had this female friend who was a friend of a few of my other buddies. Before I knew it, I had a Fortnite girlfriend.
Fortnite girlfriend? How do I give me one of those?
But here's your kicker. It turned out to be a guy?
What? No way! No way!
And I'm straight. Sure, I didn't believe it, but all my buddies were telling me he was a guy. But it was a guy, all right. In conclusion, never trust anyone. What? Your Fortnite girlfriend was a dude? I'm shocked. Here's a word of advice, dude. Don't trust no Fortnite girlfriends on the internet. They're all dudes. And worse yet, they're all grown men, probably. You kids should stay far away from Fortnite. Cause I can never win a game when y'all playing. Can y'all?
I can't. And at first, I had cope, right? I was like, oh, it's because I don't know how to build. That's why I always lose. Then they made no build mode. How am I losing to bots? I don't know. I think maybe I'm a bot.
Please get off. I'm just trying to enjoy my day after my back-breaking, sweaty 9 to 5. Did you know that YouTube is a harder job than being a doctor?
Oh, here we go. My recommended is all. There was like this debate that was like, is it harder to work a 9 to 5 or be a streamer? That is my entire recommended now. Literally just reacts to the debate.
Took a course in psychology, became a psychic, and told numerous women that their boyfriends or husbands were either cheating, secretly gay, or both. Then I got to know them over the course of a few years, never telling any of them about the other women I was doing this with, just to make them feel more special. Only stopped because I woke up and got hit with gonorrhea.
How is gonorrhea like Pokerus? Everybody be getting it in the vicinity.
Chlamydia, HPV, and herpes all at the same time. Karma didn't hit me. It clotheslined my dumb self. Well, all right then. So a guy at my school thinks he the hot stuff, but this dude looked like a dehydrated fish. He tried to pull, but he doesn't.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Sidon is kind of like a dehydrated fish, and a lot of ladies like him.
So he wore the most expensive shit known to man to school. Watches, glasses, etc. Yet he still doesn't pull. More of the story, if you don't pull, accept it, little homie. When me and my friend were in middle school, we both had a crush on the same girl and tried to impress her in different ways. My friend kept asking her out, but she kept rejecting him. But when I asked her out, she said,
That's kind it takes a lot of guts. I feel like after the first no, I wouldn't ask again.
Said yes. Anyway, my friend found some way to get a girl on the internet and found something that told him to rub the pee of the person they love on their body.
Ah, not the pheromone stuff. Ain't no way. Guys, you're gonna smell like piss. You're gonna smell like piss. And maybe there's somebody out there who loves the smell of piss. But I would say 99% of women are not gonna like that.
So to get this girl, my friend waited for my girlfriend at the time to go to the bathroom and pee. After she left the bathroom, we went in and took a small sample from each toilet water.
Ah, don't sip it, please. Anything but the chug jug. No.
He then
And guys, we on the wee wee. We not on the wee wee. You on the wee wee.
went home and rubbed each toilet water sample on his neck. He went to school the next day and got made fun of for smelling like straight ass. Y'all find new ways to disappoint me every day.
True.
In my sophomore year of high school, I really fell for a girl. She was
Ow.
a senior and I was still a sophomore. We had great chemistry at first, at least up until the winter formals. I paid for our tickets and she just wanted to hang out with her.
I love the dancing under the bridge clip. I think this is one of the only Fortnite emotes I actually own. Because they hit that.
Friends. Immediately afterwards, she started dating a friend of mine and then dumped him for a guy she
Ow.
met online. I sat in the friend zone despite everyone's warning. I even went all the way to the beach to hang out with her on her birthday, even texting her frequently, trying to help her with her relationship problems.
It's over. At that point, it's over. I don't know. I feel like he should just give up. He's just got to give up, move on.
6 months later, we wished each other a happy New Year's, and she unfriended me and blocked me out of the blue. I felt defeated.
I'm guessing out of the blue means that her boyfriend said you need to block this guy. And maybe she was kind of doing it behind the scenes and then he saw it and then said you have to block him. That's my guess. Out of the blue, it seems like something was going on.
And what I did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. She was never right for you in the first place. Some people just think about themselves without considering the feelings of the others around them. You are great,
That's
bro,
sad.
and I hope you're doing better. Oh wait, there's more. Fast forward to
What?
now, turns out she's a drug addict.
Oh, hell no! How did the DLC already drop?
And her family's crazy, so I dodged the bullet. Yeah! I confessed on FaceTime while all my family and friends was around me for my birthday. And not only did she say no, she started laughing. The whole thing was caught on my brother's phone and who ended up posting it and it went viral locally in our school. She posted a TikTok of her dancing on my grave after I was destroyed and got shat on. I'm in
Guys, being in school is so much more evil now. Like, the only place you ever got shit talked because I'm old was like, Yik Yak. But now it's like everybody sees everything. It's kind of scary.
school with her and she laughs every time she sees me. Man, I feel bad, bro. F that bitch and your brother, bro. If my brother did that to me, he would not be no brother of mine. I recommend fighting them both. Got too comfortable with Shawty and admitted I like Evangelion.
No, you never say you like Evangelion. I feel like every brain always goes to the hospital scene, just like this. Oh, no. I do like Evangelion, though. You can judge me. My favorite part is when they all clap. Clap, 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 clap.
Elion. Update. We're together.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Yeah, congratulations!
I got nothing.
Oh,
But I did have a crush that lasted 8 whole years in school.
I have seen this movie like 900 times. This is my dad's favoriteest movie in the whole world.
And if you ask me what did I do in that amount of time, I did absolutely nothing. There was barely any talking. I never confessed, and I wasted 8 years of my life doing absolutely nothing because I couldn't move on from my crush.
Aww.
Hey, but at least it's all good for me now. I got a new crush, and I'm more extroverted. Hell yeah!
Yeah, dumb!
Oh, please don't be like me. You know what would have been a better ending for your confession? If you actually said you had a girlfriend, but at least you moved on from it.
Wait, he wanted the perfect ending.
And hey, you got a new crush. Let's go! We're gonna wait another 8 years!
How could you do him like that? This time, maybe 7 years. I think he maybe got a little bit more experience under his belt.
Let's make it a 3-peat. This one is really embarrassing. So one of my closest friends is desperate to find a girlfriend because he's afraid of dying alone. So desperate that he declared to every single female friend he had, and even had the audacity to ask us if we have someone for him. He asked me about my younger sister.
Straight to the younger sister. He's going for any drop possible.
Also younger friends, my cousin, her friends, my own female
He's
friends,
spawn
and my ex,
camping!
before me and her started dating. His levels of
Torch up your sister! He is spawn camping!
desperation reached a point where he started texting any Instagram profile with a girl on the picture, and right when he thought he found the one, it turned out being a fake account directed by almost 30 guys from our school. He was about to buy them expensive things until one of the mods revealed him the truth, cause at that point, it was just sad. Not even funny to keep the joke going. And you know what my friend responded to them with? He pulled the heart part 6 move saying, I already knew it was a fake account.
Oh no, at that point, just don't even continue the lie. Everybody knows you're lying.
But be very careful, guys. Someone could have fell for it. Yeah, we all tried to help him to calm down with this, but he won't quit. Now, our only way is to make fun of his moves until he realizes how stupid he looks. Brothers, don't be like him. Have some respect for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, you said it best. So, I had a crush that was a bit weird. She constantly was abusive to her dog.
Okay, abusive to dog. There's like, if you're abusive to animals or abusive to like waitstaff, I feel like that's a very big eye-opener for people around you about your character.
In general, treated her dog really poorly. Or that's what her friends told me. But I never did anything because I'm a dumbass. Anyways, one day, I proposed to her. And she told me that if
You know she's beating little Scooby-Doo and you proposed? What?
wanted to be her boyfriend, I had to take the dog to a random place and abandon it. Turns out
You're an accomplice! You're actually an accomplice!
the dog was a gift from someone, but she never wanted a dog, so she tried to make me get rid of it. Anyways, I ended up leaving her because that was weird AF. I reported her to the police and her dog got taken away from her. Good ending. Anyways, love from pain. With an S. That was the best ending that could have happened, bro. I love dogs so much, bro. And
Me
people that
too.
hurt them on purpose.
I have a dog. I don't know if YouTube chat actually knows this. Her name is Coco, and she's a Samoyed, and I love her. I named her Coco because I like to play Crash Bandicoot a lot. I love Crash Bandicoot.
I'm just like, why? These guys are only on this earth to love you. That's all they want.
True.
Besides chihuahuas, they always want problems. I don't
they
know
want
what's with
Quiero
them.
Taco
You're
Bell.
a great human, bro. You're one of the only confessions that I got that actually showed some humanity. Take this. I know somebody who made a list of all the girls in our school and ranked their smashability. He then went up to his crush who he ranked mythical smashability.
Mythical Smashability SS Pool.
And asked her out with a note as proof of his love. Somehow, he got rejected. Do you have any advice for my broski on how he could not have fumbled the bag? Yo, your bro did nothing wrong. That girl was tripping. Girls usually love being ranked on their looks, so she was weird.
That video was a hard watch. I did watch that video. They basically had a bunch of girls rank themselves on who was the hottest in the room. Then they brought in a bunch of guys and had them rank who they thought was the hottest. That was a hard watch. I probably would have went home and cried myself to sleep.
Weird for that. And he ranked her in mythical smashability? Somebody get Prince Charming over here because he got competition.
Mother suckers always gotta let you know they got blue eyes. Look at those mythical orbs.
I was a girl and a random dude came up to me and said, hey, I'd rank you on the top of my list on who I'd smash. I'm gonna be like, oh my God. What do you want to name our kids? I'm under your spell. Yeah, that girl was tripping, bro. Nah, but for real, but you need better friends. Some girl asked my homie if he would eat literal shit to be with her. And
I will never give in on the poop. Poop is too far.
you know what he said and did? Yes!
No, not the yes! Please get him away from the doo-doo.
Oh my God!
Doo-doo Daniel.
After that, I never hung out with this man again. I saw him around town and shit like that, but never talked to him. That is actually so nasty, bro. A couple of years later, my boy got into some heavy drugs and died.
What?
Moral of the story is stay strong, my brothers. Don't do stupid stuff for a girl. R.I.P. This one time I was at a function, I saw this fine-ass girl. Like, she was fine. Seeing that she was wearing a flannel and short hair, I was like, hell yeah, she's a lesbian.
What is up with people? I said I drive the Subaru one time, and everybody called me a lesbian.
Got a chance.
If you look up BerryCrepe on Google, it comes up with BerryCrepe wife. Guys, I don't have a wife, I just drive a Subaru.
We talked for a while, and we ended up exchanging numbers. I looked down at the name she put on my phone, and it was Mark. I was confused. Then looked at her again. Turns out it was a Twink. I've never recovered since.
You always have to check for the programmer socks. You never know.
Twinks, man. The lesbian's natural enemy. They be tricking me too, bro. I fell for a girl I met during a trip to Greece and convinced my whole family to go there in the summer. But when I was there with her, I got scared, so I didn't do anything. I don't know how your dad is, but I imagine this TikTok is how he feels towards you.
Listen, son, how about those girls at your school? You like any of them? Or what? Oh, God. Insects tend to colonize their what about sports? Basketball, football, you want to play? But you know, the football was actually a Chinese competitive game that they cultivated.
My friend was...
I feel like my parents had a hard time raising me. I would get so sad whenever they would watch Netflix because I would be in like a ranked match and it would mess up because our internet was really bad. They'd be like, get off that ranked game. We're trying to watch Netflix. Oh, they didn't understand either.
Really attracted to this one girl, and he just tried to hit on her like all day long until he walked up to her and asked. She looked at him in the eyes and told him to beat up her exes, and that being like 7 different boys. And you know what he did? He did it.
What?
Sound familiar? Your friend Scott Pilgrim? All right, we're getting close to the end. But instead of me reading one really long confession, I asked some of y'all on Instagram to send me a few short confessions. So I'm gonna go through a few of my favorites. By the way, you don't have to follow me on Instagram. It's basically a burner account.
I don't really go on Instagram. Chad, do you use Instagram? Sometimes I be on Twitter just to like look at cute anime girls. And Twitch and YouTube and my Discord, but I don't really go on Instagram. Oh, Instagram Reels. I mean, I guess if you want to watch somebody like, that's probably a good platform for that.
If you want to follow my Twitter instead, I'm actually active over there. Gave her an autograph of a famous Latino singer, Maluma. She rejected me, though. Man, if you don't take that shit, I kissed my crush in front of the entire class, then got suspended. Got her number, though. Knelt on one knee in front of the whole school. How romantic. She cheated 2 months later, Dad.
Oh! Not the 2 months later. Just leave! Just leave! Just leave!
I put our faces in a baby generator to see what our kids would look like.
I take pictures of my crushes and put their pictures all over the walls in my room.
One day, my friend wants to reply to his
Serial
crush from a post that she posts, and he just said, "Are you a nigga?" Wait, the ladies don't like that? I once saw my friend suck his girlfriend's toes on accident, and I don't have the courage to tell him.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever tell anybody if I saw the piggies going to the market. Ain't no way. That's staying up here and up here forever.
Go on. Tell him that you watched. I got my friends to jump me in front of her locker for sympathy points. She just see me as lame.
Oh. Are you serious? I don't even know if that would work. I don't know. Maybe that would work on me. Maybe it would. Maybe I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened.
All my past girlfriends have all become addicted to drugs. Is it me? Yes. I took a girl to the movies once and did the shoulder thing. Then she punched.
Wait, what's the shoulder thing? I don't know what man riz is. Wait, is that where you go like, oh, or is it like, there's a mosquito on your shoulder?
I had to watch Gossip Girl. Nigga. Me too! And it was the new one!
I've never seen Gossip Girl. When I read the word Gossip Girl, all I see is go piss.
The new one! My boyfriend asked me to go on a 2-mans with his friend or he would break up with me, and I said yes. Nah, if this is real, you gotta break up with them right now, homie. Respect yourself, cause he clearly don't respect you. My homeboy fell in E-love with a Twitter girl and bought her a $250 ring only after a few DMs.
What? I just have people in my DMs asking if I can fart on their jacket for $5. How? How does she do it?
My best friend got with my dad. I didn't know till I saw her at his funeral calling him my man.
What?
Drop their dandruff into each other's head. You know they got lice, bro. They gotta spray their head with Raid every morning. I became gay for my ex because she be turning trans.
What?
Not real.
Psych!
She did it to break up with me. I'm not.
What is going on? People live way crazier lives than me. I wake up, go to the gym, come home, cook me lunch, eat me lunch, get on stream, play Street Fighter, go to bed. What is going on in everybody's lives?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have took this to my grave.
Yeah.
I'm not telling anybody this. And with the final confession, I wanted to do something nice. I want to confess my love to Andrea. Please put this in the vid so I can tell her to watch
Aw, that's kind of cute. Honestly, that's Riz.
it. No problem, bro.
That's cute.
Andrea, if you're watching this, my man
Don't
over
steal
here
him.
has something to say.
I thought he was gonna try to steal his girl.
He would really, really like for you to leave him alone. He says you reek.
Ah, no! She's stanky. She's stanky.
And those were your love confessions. Now, what did we learn today? Nothing? Cool. But
Nothing.
for real, I really love reading y'all confessions and interacting with y'all like this. It's really, really fun. When it's not weird. Happy Pride Month for my gay homies. Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month to my sad homies. I'm out.
Aw.
And
And happy BerryCrepe birthday month. Yep, that is a thing, June 6th. Yep.
conclusion. I love you.
Aw, wait, he loves you guys. That was good. I like that video. I feel like I learned a lot about the youth. And I'm kind of scared of people who were born in 2000 beep. Clappy, clappy, clappy. Good video, good video. Thank you for watching. If you're bored, come by the stream, twitch.tv/BerryCrepe. And yeah, they're nice. They'll probably give you a hug. Bye-bye.